Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Alrighty. Hey guys, if you haven't noticed, I do not have my PS5 at the moment. I have my PS5 sent to get fixed, and you know, a lot of stuff happened to my PS5, so they had to like replace that one chip that was attached to the motherboard inside the PS5. So I'm using my PS4. Let me make sure that my sound is going through. And just letting you guys know, my controller for the PS4 ain't that great. Just letting you know. And if the batteries on my PS4 controller get low, I basically am forced to like keep it plugged in because the controller, for some reason, it's confusing itself. You know, to a point where it confuses my PS4. But yeah, I just use my PS4 in the meantime. Um, Let me just make sure to double check to see if my voice is going through the stream. And all right, test stream. Oh, perfect. Bless you, daddy. So everything is decently good to go. Um, so apparently I have. I'm just testing this stream out as well, but I just want to say a few things. And I'm gonna put politics in top of everything because this guy is a pain in the ass. Um, you have politics screwing everything because you got one guy misleading politics and abusing the power of politics. And like I said, there's two sides. You have two sides of Israel. One side there does not want this for their own selves. One side is agreeing to put it upon themselves and then also put upon their other side who is not wanting this. So the one side of Israel who is supporting the I call it the I would just call it a grudge, right? Because you also have Trump who is in the White House now, who is causing things because he has a grudge. And then you have one side of Iran who never wanted part of this, but they have to defend themselves, right? This is the whole point against us. People like us who are US citizens who have bullied the other side because they're a different race, different nationality. And then you have Israel. One part of Israel just doesn't care. Put it on us. Yeah, go ahead. What? Okay. That one side of Israel, they're saying, "Oh, you want some? We're tough. We could get you." And then you have one side of Israel. You have two sides. You have one side where there's Jews that support the conflict. The other side of Israel, you have Jews who is against this. And then that one side of Jews are putting against their own. And that one side never wanted part of this. The other side did. And now, how many people have to suffer? How many people? That's a good question, right? Because the thing is, Trump will continue to put this conflict because there's already like two Iranians, not sorry, not two Israel, two Iranian vessels, taking a petroleum, but not to us, to one of their own side. Past that, there, they went past a bunch of Navy ships, man. You got a bunch of navies guarding that whole area, making a blockade. What kind of blockade? Those Navy men are shielding us? No, no, no. They're shielding him. I guess you can say that he is what? The center of attention, right? And the thing he's gonna do is he's gonna cause everyone here and the whole world to get destroyed. And yeah, this may not be, happening yet. It may not be. a fully thing yet, but they're getting prepared. They're gonna make nuclears, and Trump thinks that he's getting the nuclears, right? No, 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 no. He thinks that they're just coming here to negotiate with him. No, Iranians don't want to negotiate with a guy who is a president who has never made any good negotiation. They decide to say, "Fuck you. We're not gonna take any more shit from you. We tried to negotiate, but we can't come to an understanding, and we don't trust you anymore." And here's the thing, you have that one side of Israel, that one side where the leader of Israel and a few of those people in Israel on that other side who is continuing to support this because that one side of Israel has a grudge. So, what's the whole point of the grudge? There's no reason. It's just, we want to take back what's ours. Um, can I say something? So, does this plot of land have your name on it? I don't see your name on it. And so, those Jews, they won't see your name on it. And then here in the US, where is Trump's name on this state? He wants to put his signature on a what? On a $5 bill? I don't know. It could be a 500. It don't matter. He ain't gonna get what he wants. The thing is, in order to have yourself on a dollar, you have to get killed, right? That you have to be someone who is part of history, who is dead. And this guy is just like, I'm a celebrity. What kind of celebrity are you? Are you the dead kind? I don't know. Hey, Dad, thank you for. Oh, shoot. Sweet and spicy. My dad just got me a sweet and spicy mixed nuts. A blend of honey roasted peanuts, Caj- Cajun hot sticks. Oh, guys, I'm gonna suffer. Okay. Um. Yeah, and the next thing you know, he's using an elderly, a woman who has her husband in the hospital because her husband has cancer. And you said you were gonna give her $22,000 to help her husband. God, how many people have to suffer because of this guy? Who is not really a leader. He is a dictator. He is someone who is watching. He's not doing. But then he says, I could be a dictator and a leader and the president in all one. Well, okay, you're a president. That is considered a leader. You are not a dictator. You are the president of the United States. And every person of different nationality, this guy is putting it in all of them. And let me let you guys know, when I saw the things that Trump did to try and get an elderly, and he said he was gonna give that elderly $22,000, you know, to make sure she's able to pay for her husband's treatment of cancer. I'm gonna let you guys know, I actually got sick to my stomach. I literally got emotional, and I was in my room. My dad was sleeping, my sister was sleeping. I was literally getting super freaking emotional because of what this guy is doing to every person in this world. He's not a president. He's not a leader. He's not even a dictator. Maybe he is a dictator, but he is no leader. He is no president. He is a criminal. He should be removed. People in the other side should vote to impeach this guy. Remove him from power and then remove him completely and indict him. He has done a lot of criminal actions. He should be charged with a lot of criminal. He should have a lot of criminal charges. This guy, dude, he does not know how to run the United States. He does not know how to lead the United States. That means he's a coward if he's run away. Because that is how he's been doing things. He's been backing down from the things that are important and never bothered to take care of it, right? What? Hold on. Dang, hold on. I'm taking this out down here so you can sit. Shoot. I didn't want those up here. Switch plug. Down. Shoot, I have it all tangled up here. Wait. That I can only do one thing at a time, man. Well, Trump is the piece of shit, right? He's the dump on the. You have the dung beetle picking him up, but like this president has threatened and say he was gonna open the straits where so those people in the sea can't get by. And what happened? He's not the one in control of that spot. They are. Not him, not the United States. We have no control over that. They do. Why? Because you have a president who's like he's like a small toddler. What kind of president complains, bitches, and whines and cries if he's not getting what he wants? Well, I got one thing to say. Where's my fancy limousine? Where's my fancy yacht? You ain't going in the boat to your yacht. You don't have no fancy limousine. What more would you like? I'll hire ICE and tell them to destroy all mankind and humanity. You've already done somewhat of that. How far can you go? How further can you take your pressure forward? Because all you're doing is pressuring yourself to pressure other people in the U.S. Citizens. He wants to pressure the U.S. citizens by him because he's getting pressured. He wants to put all his pressure against other people. And he wants to put drama on top of other people. And let me just say this right now because I don't care what these stupid content creators will say. You have a few stupid content creators. They could report me. I could call, YouTube's customer support. Which I know it's not really YouTube's customer support because they're connected through Google. But here's the thing. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to put the truth. And whatever these few content creators who's supporting this says, if it happens, I just quit. And I'm only a tiny streamer, so I could quit if I want to. I could do it. I could quit even if the customer support for YouTube does not take action with this. So you got a political commentator. What kind of political commentator supports terrorism and foreign law? I don't know. You guys tell me. I'm pretty sure every person knows. And that's what I'm going to mention. This guy, who is a political commentator. And he's a content creator. I don't have to say his name. He'll see my video and he'll just hold it against me and take down my channel. Because that's all he can do. I'm not someone who is disability free. I have autism slightly, have full on ADHD, and guess what? I'm improving that. I have no temper tantrums. So I'm going to say it. This known person who does not have a specific religion, and you have others that do not have a specific religion, but they don't do what he does. His own people don't do what he does. Hassan Piker. Who cares? He wants to report me. Go ahead. Because if I call customer support from YouTube side, and if they're not able to fix this problem and take down a guy who is abusing it, and then he'll copyright someone else. But here's the thing, he has more copyrights. And how is he not copyright strike? This guy is a Twitch streamer who mostly just focuses on Twitch streaming content in the Twitch channel. And he's putting it on YouTube because he was able to take over Twitch to put people on Twitch against the other content creators who are like this guy. And yes, I'm only a small typical streamer. I'm not like this dude. I'm not big. I'm not almighty like this guy, which he wants to act like, right? But here's the thing. I don't put lies like this dude. I don't put lies like Hassan Piker. Ooh. What was he gonna do against me? I'm not doing any criminal actions. I'm not doing any misleading politics. And this guy's a political commentator. And here's the thing: he had other Democrats, but not really to support him with like foreign laws. He just got their attention, and he put things that Trump was already trying to put, and try to tell Democrats you have to do this. This is the way you're gonna win. No. See, these Democratic colleagues from the Democratic Party is not really supporting him because they only try to take ideas that he's actually given them. He is giving these Democratic side strategies on how to remove someone who is supporting something this commentator is doing. Foreign laws. Yeah. Here's the thing: the United States is built with some of those foreign laws, just not everything. And these are laws that don't do what this political commentator wants to get done here. And here's another thing, another person that I'm going to talk about who is worse. And this is a female streamer, okay? Because you got both male and female people in this world that would either do something bad or do something good, right? Both sides. You have females that won't want this bad, and you have some female that want it. And then you have some males, okay, who wants this, and some guys who does not want this. And this one guy, alongside another one, a female who is Frogan. I'm gonna say it, guys. Frogan, the one female content creator that says "fuck Afghanistan." What kind of female streamer who is from that nationality would say fuck to their own nationality? I don't know. I don't know. You tell me, and then let me know if I'm wrong with religion. Because I don't see you being any right with religion because you don't have an actual religion. And these people who have it similar to you, they don't do what you do. You have some of them that do what he does because even though they don't have no religion, but that don't mean nothing. Because you would have one side who don't have any actual religion, and yet he's doing wrong. And the other side is doing good. Some people who don't have an actual religion and they're Islamic, they don't do what this guy does. And he could put everything against me. What have I done wrong? What kind of lies have I put? I have not put any lies. I have put the truth and my honest opinion and honest expression. Okay, what is the United States? Hmm, it's a state that is united with other states. And then you have a United Nation. Why were we considered a United Nation? Because we have earned the trust and respect between other countries. Some of the countries we didn't earn full respect, but we earned trust. I don't know how you could call the United States a United State, but we're divided. And same thing with the nation. You're divided. You have divided the United States against us, the key state, and the United Nations. All these other countries are against this guy to a point where now they're all against all of us. We never asked for this. We never asked the leader of the United States to do all this. But he put it upon ourselves and also upon himself. So in a way, nobody wins. Right? The Republicans will take this as a win. What kind of win are we having? What are we winning? Is this a contest? You have won the best movie awards for making the best film that is a crappy film. You know who's that crappy film? Melania. Melania had made a movie and it only has a 1.0 rating. and yet it was on top of the loss, top of the list. Wait, your movie has a 1.0 rating? Oh, that's terrible. Never mind. You have lost the award. You do not get a ribbon. But you wanna, how you call it? You wanna treat with that biscuit? I mean, you're a little puppy, right? Good girl, good girl, good boy, good boy. What the hell is going on here? What is wrong with this picture? And then you had a lot of these. You had four women who testified to put the truth, not just on Melania Trump, not just on Donald Trump, but also on Epstein and a guy who was still working for Trump. Oh boy. And yes, I saw Swalwell, a guy who was in the Democratic side. He's a white Democratic. But here's the thing. I don't know if he is a Democrat or if he was put by the Republican side to look like a Democrat. I don't know. If he's a Democrat, there had to be something. The probably Trump did something to bait a Democratic member, and then that Democratic member took the bait, right? Mm, what the hell's going on? Can I just say something? Where's the evidence that you've seen our president of the United States use sexual assault and abused a woman? You got the evidence? Oh, oh, don't worry. You're one of his lackeys. There is evidence and there's facts. If you got the evidence, where's the facts to back it up? Here. What's that? Evidence. What? That don't look like evidence. That's like a piece of paper. Oh, it's a piece of paper that shows everything that this guy has done. There's the evidence and there's the facts. That was during Trump's first term. The you had some of these Republicans who completely were supporting this guy, and you had a few majority of them. You have Ted Cruz. What is that other one? Mr. Uh, what's his name? Mr. Forget that dude. That's the dude that usually has the hammer. He's playing the judge, right? Wait a minute. Why are you just swinging the hammer around? That's supposed to, courts in session, courts in order. Wait, what? What courts in order? You're just swinging that little hammer like it's a toy, like it's a fidget toy. Oh, oh, this fidget toy is fun. That's no toy. That's a hammer. Well, this fidget hammer is fun. Oh boy. Who put this idiot? Who put this stupid guy in the? I don't know. He did it. He did. He put this guy in. Who gave you permission to put this stupid guy to be a judge jury? He was the only one I could see. He was an actual Republican member. Well, this person who is actually a Republican member like us, tell him to get the hike and fuck off. Yes, sir. And don't tell the president that we did this. Yes, sir. What has this world came to? What is the United States? What has became of the United States? Where is the United States we all love? Where's the United Nation we all love? Who knows? You know? What's at the end of a Tootsie Pop? The world may never know. But I'll see y'all in the next one. And you guys have a good one. Stay safe and make sure you keep fighting for your own freedom Fight for the freedom of speech. And don't let these people control your freedom of speech. Don't let them control you expressing yourselves. Take this asshole of a president. Protest. I mean, I can't protest. I'm not. I can't travel. I'm not too good with traveling. And I have slight autism, yeah, but I have ADHD fully, and I do have slow learning. Even though slow learning don't mean that I can't learn. Okay, I can learn. I can learn some very simple things, just not anything too difficult. And look, I am learning some things that's kind of difficult for other people who don't understand, and this is not hard. This is actually easy. You know what's bad, you know what's good. When it's bad, and when it's good, it's good. When you see respect, that's respect. But alright, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Have a good night, and stay safe. You know, don't stop fighting for your freedom. Don't start fighting for your expression, and just don't give up. Keep fighting.